Hello, my friends. My name is Xavier Major, and I am one of APS's academic co-coordinators for this year, and welcome to my XOY. Today we will be talking about grade insecurities, or more specifically, the feeling of inadequacy when we compare our grades to others. The reason I chose this topic is because at some point in our lives, most of us should have experienced a point where we look at somebody that did better than us, and because of our unrealistic standards, we see ourselves as lesser than them because they performed better. And so as an example, when I was in high school, like 2 years ago, I had a friend who was really good at taking exams, in memorizing material. And so whenever we took an exam, or even the SAT, since he's my friend, he'd like to ask, share how he did and ask how I did. And I always did a little bit worse than him, and it made me feel annoyed and kind of sad because I knew that he did better than me and I didn't want to share my grade. My solution to this at the time was to either ignore the question or just dodge and move on to something else before he realizes. And that was kind of a bad solution. That went on from junior to senior year until I took statistics with him, and I ended up doing better and I felt accomplished. And looking back at it now, why did I need to do better than him to feel accomplished? What was the point of that? And now that I'm in college, I've realized that the problem with comparing our grades is that we're not comparing two identical things. I'm different from him, I'm different from you, but when we compare ourselves to someone that has done better, we just see them as a better version of ourselves, rather than what they are, somebody with different experiences. You don't understand the different circumstances that brought this person to where they are. Some people might be really good in exams, like my friend. Some people might just have a lot of time to study and they nerd out on all the questions. Not to make fun of them, but I'm just saying some people might have a lot of time to set aside and prepare for this exam, like you should. Anyways, and some people might just be able to absorb this information very well because it is this is their favorite topic, and it is it just clicks with them. And these are things that you might not take into account when you compare your grade to one of these people. Or on the other hand, there might be people that they might have a job, or they might have extracurriculars that they invest a lot of time in because that's important to them. And what I'm saying is that it's these experiences that are more important than the grade themselves. Our self-worth should not be determined based off of how many people we did better than, but because we are all going at our own paces. College is an experience, and not a single one is the same as the others. So when we compare our grades, we should really compare them to ourselves, because we should compare them to how good we could do them if we did our best. And if you tried your best, what more can you ask for? You did the best that you could, and there's nothing you should be upset about. But this, of course, is not to invalidate any feelings or make you feel dumb for feeling bad when a friend or a classmate or somebody does better than you at anything, gets a better grade on an essay or an exam. It just means that you should think about why you're comparing yourself in the first place. If you tend to see other people's success as a reason to put yourself down and be like, oh, they're better than me, oh, I suck, you should instead look to put those emotions into a place where you are inspired to succeed like them. This makes it actually productive, and that's actually a good way to use comparing grades. But of course, when you're comparing grades, you should be thinking, what is the purpose of this? Is this going to help me, or is this just going to make me sad? And so just like any sort of insecurity, to overcome it, you have to understand that you are your own person with your own unique experience, and we're all made different, and our grades are not the only thing that can determine how successful we are in life, or how successful we'll be as individuals. You are all awesome, and I want you to know that in your own way. It doesn't have to be grades. At the end of the day, it's your life, and so don't just look to your grades to feel validated. And if you feel validated because of your grades, that's fine too. But I'm just saying that there are other ways. So anyways, thank you for listening or watching. My name is Xavier Major, and I'm signing off. Thank you for listening to my XOY.